Hi everyone, welcome back to a quick stream. I noticed BMAB had a very big turnout on the weekend. My typical kind of spur of the moment where I would just run through some of the matches. And I haven't actually received formal permission. Apologies, but I'm sure no one will mind, and I'm only going to say fabulous things about everyone. And it was a 32 player tournament. I think everyone had a lot of fun. I think everyone's improving. So very much thanks to Mark Adkins who ran it, and I'm just scooping these matches from his YouTube channel. And I haven't really seen any, but I thought instead of just watching them on my own, maybe I would share my silly. And I've got a new screen drawing tool. Okay, so let's get into it. The first, just random, chosen at random out of some of the matches that have been published on Mark Adkins' YouTube channel. First one is Mike Island and Anna Price. Here we go. Oh, so pressing play. Arrows. Don't know what happened there. So you got Mike on the bottom. No, Mike on the top. Can tell by the way he shakes. They don't need to play this. Maybe I'm going to slow it down because they're playing a bit too quickly. So we're just going to dip in, dip out at will. See if we find anything interesting. That's an interesting one. A very nice roll. So everything's perfectly played so far. Dice down, I imagine. Yeah, so Anna's on the bottom. Hey Reese, my only fan. Was that 2-6 from the bar? Okay. 3-2 is going to make the 22. So everyone's fluent these days. Everyone knows how to play all the rolls. 6-1's just going to come out. Quickly played. Double 3. Don't know. Could just bring... Oh, this is Anna's roll. Okay. So she definitely leave them there. I wonder if she will. Oh, she will, yeah, good. So she needs to leave the audio capture men on the 10 point. 10 point. There's my arrow. So what's he got? 3 played. 5 down, okay. Just leaving 7s and 9s. What else can he do? I don't think there's anything to gain by hitting. But she does hit. Boom. And these positions are always tricky when your opponent has sort of outside anchors like that. That one's on the 17 point. And this is a really awkward 4 for Mike. I mean, he should probably not play behind. Maybe he has to. So he's either going to come out or play behind. I don't know. So I guess, like with a lot of these players, the thing that they do wrong most is just never thinking about doubling, and that's a shame. You top fan badge on its way to you, Reese. I didn't. I had something on the Sunday, so it was over Saturday and Sunday, so I couldn't make it. I might actually have to slow the stream down because it's the other thing. People play a little bit too quickly for my taste. So 5-2. What's going on here? So he came out. He must have been missed with the 5-4. Okay, so don't know if she had to slot the ace point there. Yeah, Mike's got a nice shake, a nice shaking action for sure.
Not registered.
Maybe we'll fast forward a little bit, see how it develops. Weird things happening as usual. Reese, if it's you, you're the only viewer, and you should be honoured. So Mike won the first game. He went 1-0 up. He's got a 2-0. So here we are. The beauty of recorded matches, you can just dip in at will. So Anna could even, she should stop and think about doubling, but probably not double. 6-2 doesn't do anything good on her side of the board, so she should just run all the way, and she does. See, it's kind of heartwarming to know people just know instinctively what to do. So I always wonder where they make their mistakes. I don't think Mike should hit, only because two reasons. The main first one I see is that Anna's made her 4 point, and the second reason is that he's 2-0 up, so he shouldn't be playing imprudently. Like, the 4 point's a big deal if you're going to hit loose. Not 100% sure about the play, but maybe 80. So he just has to come out again. Same idea. He doesn't want to get into a hitting contest. That old cliche, but it's true. But we're going to go. Don't go away, because we're going to go. Everyone's going away. We're going to go to a match between that I was watching between Alec Barr and Liv Yu. Very interesting position
audio capture
at the beginning of the match.
Registered.
I still don't know what ASMR stands for, but people can just watch this for whatever ASMR is. Have it on in the background. I'm not sure what was going on there. It doesn't look right to leave 6 checkers on the midpoint. So again, another 5-4. Mike's happy to make his 18 point. He's got probably a slight advantage, even though Anna's made the 4 point. So since Anna doesn't want to leave shots, she shouldn't break her 8 point and just come out all the way or to the 16. There we go. Got me arrows. Yeah, Reese, are you? I mean, you're probably not here anymore. Why didn't you, scoot down to London? So this is, I can see immediately, a weakness for Anna. She's she's fixated upon getting checker safe to the detriment of putting way too many checkers on a point. Now, it doesn't mean that it's always wrong to put a checker on an already heavy point, but you could see that was her priority. And so she's left like all these blots in board. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really see what she rolled. I think it was a 2-3. So Mike can just escape. We can fast forward. Just get a flavour for what's going on, and then we can oh, I do not like that. She's broken a 6 point. Okay. Oh, it is working. We're scooting forward. Oh my god. Seems a little bit messy, this game. Seems like no progress has been made. Okay, are we... Only very, very minor equipment failure. I think actually YouTube's really slow. Don't know what's going on. If you use the right or the left arrow, it winds it back 5 seconds, but the response, it's so unresponsive at the moment. I'm not sure why that is. I think it's just bad internet connection. So we've got some semblance of coherence to the position. Anna was definitely down in the race. Let's go forward a little bit, see what's going on. This is the first match I'm reviewing. Mike looks like he should have doubled, unless he rolled a big number before. Okay, maybe not. He's behind, so what am I talking about? I don't really care about this race. So I'm going to go forward, 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 forward. Forward, forward, forward. So Anna ended up cubing Mike out, so she's 2-1 up. There was obviously a big blowout because we can see the 34 minutes out of 59, and they're only on. So that was a cube and a pass somehow. Okay. Anna's used not very much time, which is good in a way. Mike's used it quite a lot. 3-1. Nice. Mike 3-1 up. Seems very fluent, Mike. And so does Anna. 3-1, she can play down or split. Double 3, he can hit, but I'm not sure if he should actually. And just make 3, and that's the 3, that's the 5, like this. So Mike likes that play as well. That's one of Anna's hits. Okay, she goes for it quickly. Most likely going to be no cube action, even on this. Could be. Okay, she cubes really quickly, and she's probably not far wrong. And she's not wrong. I mean, it can't be bad. Random observation, 6-2 is duplicated, 6-1 is duplicated. 6-1 is a really nice number there, but it's also a really nice number there. Because he just takes, which is obvious, and we're looking for something, a bit of a knockout, and we're going to have to make the, I think we have to make the 2-point. I'm also hesitant. I suppose you have to. Because if you don't, you can get hit back. So she's put the checker back in the wrong place. I think Mike will correct. Okay, no, Anna did. Got to admit, I'm not on form today. But if you make the 4-point, then you're leaving. You want to make a circle? Can I make a circle? Can I make circles? Apparently not. Alright, so she made the deuce. Can she finish him off? Can she finish off this blitz? This is also another weak roll, but you... Oh, I'm not sure. 20 playing to the 17 point is really strong. and doesn't lose your advantage, like big style. This... Oh, is he coming with both of them? Oh, well, of course, you have to make the 17. Nice. That can't be wrong, can it?
SWB audio
So he's going to hit.
Not registered.
I think he needs to play a little bit carefully. He really does want to escape the back men, but he's probably got time to do so. There's really difficult decisions. One of this... Just drawing arrows for the sake of it. It seems to give too many unnecessary shots to play otherwise, to play 24 to 18. This is the 24 point, for anyone not familiar. So what's she got? Double one. I'm going to stick with this game. This is an important game. Feels like there could be a recoup here. So Anna's already cubed. That's a terrible fan. This is a tricky play because there are lots of options. I mean, the basic idea, of course, is to bring as many builders in to bearing in on the 4 and 3 point as you can. Especially the 4 point, I suppose. Maybe not. Maybe especially the 3 point, actually. So that's probably not my 5. I think my 5 would be 13-8. Because this doesn't bear in... Oh, it does. But I was about to say it doesn't bear in on the 3 point, but it does. So why would I not want to... What's she done? She just played 13-6. Don't know about that. So you can see she wants to get that out, which is definitely a laudable objective, but it's not really the primary objective. The primary objective was to
audio capture,
close the point, the open
registered.
points in board. This is pretty much well, it's an easier play than the other one. I wonder what she's thinking. I think she's got in her mind she doesn't want to hit because she doesn't want to be hit back. Because the first one that she should move is the one that she's got her hand on. Okay. And then maybe from the 14 point... Yeah, you see from the 14... She wanted to move this one here to give her more covers. I can't do... Can't do circles. 2 is good, and the 6 I wouldn't really know how to play without thinking about it. Of course, the... Okay, that he plays that very confidently, but it leaves a 1 to take an extra checker back, which is more likely to lose gammons than anything else. 4-2 is a great roll. I'm feeling like I need to... Getting a bit bored, so I want to move forward a little bit. So I see when, like with this 6-5, there's nothing. Mike's got a bit sort of confused for some reason. There's just, it's an immediate play for. Well, that maybe is. It's little things like this that perhaps separate the really great players. He's sort of slowed down there. It's always a big tell. Should he hit? Probably. I don't know. He just does it.
Captured, not registered.
I suppose he should, because he's probably going to leave shots anyway. So the 5th checker back is really not helpful. Especially when he's leading 3-1, he wants to protect his race lead. But we are going to move forward a little bit here. see what happens. Is this going to be a backgammon? Trying to work out why the match only lasts another 20 minutes. What we have is okay, yeah, Mike should probably bring those out, but he's going to get backgammoned if I think he maybe she's right. I think he needs. Oh no, maybe he's right. Maybe he was right. Yeah, it was like this. Very good. Yeah, he's going to get backgammoned anyway if he doesn't hit. Alright, I think we're going to go, this is the beauty of this format, we're going to go to another match for you, whoever you are.
SWB audio capture not registered.
What's she going to, is she going to roll a 3-1 and get hit? Okay, there's a backgammon, so she goes 7-3 up. We are going to go close this one down. What do we got next? What do we got next? Oh, that's the part 2. Okay, you tricked me. Okay, anyway, let's go into marks. Let's plunder some more. What do we want? Larry Smythe, Pavlos Hatsinkolu. Okay, yeah, I started watching Pete. How about Peter and Romulo? Here we go. I did start this match. I'm going to rewind. Everything's so slow. Oh no, I didn't see this. Okay, let's start. Let's see. I do know they'd compare notes on grandchildren at the beginning. The quality, is this the best that, this doesn't seem like a 360. This does not seem like 360, it seems like, no. And in fact 360 is perfectly adequate, look. This is more of a 640 sort of 360, this is the quality of the... So Romulo on the top.
SWB audio capture not registered.
Let's see the old dogs in action. 5-1, we like it. 4-2, it's going to make the point. This is a better board. I like this board. Okay, Peter makes the 5. This is a theoretical. Don't know why the points are different lengths. That's a bit bizarre. Maybe you need to make the 21 point because you're being primed. So you're definitely going to make the 5. I wonder what Romulo's thinking. He kind of knows something is. But he's not. It seems like he's not able to. He's not thinking clearly about why he needs to do what. And Peter picks up on that. So I think, yeah, he probably has to scoot up here, and then it's much better to make the 5 point. So he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Very nice. Of course you want to make the 3 point like this. I mean, I wouldn't bet against it, but it could well be right, actually. I don't know. This destroys, it negates basically your opponent's 4-2, his double 2, his double 1, and evens things like his 5-3, where he's just going to make the 3 point, whereas that's the 3 point. It would be behind your anchor. So this is not good. This is really bad. Good. That who... I think it's funny because people know the right play instinctively, and then somehow they're not fully comfortable with the why. They don't really... They try to think about it, and then they get a different result. So he's already spent a good minute and 40 seconds. Yeah, he knows that. He knows he wants to be able to do both, of course. So I like that. It might not be right, but I think it's very wise for Peter not to go into the outfield where he can get really badly hit by checkers that are desperate to hit him. Double 5, and then you have to think about this nasty 6-1 switch, which I would think this is a play that I'm really uncomfortable with, but I think I probably... This could be really bad, because when you play this, you're allowing your opponent to have his full roll, and you notice that lots of his numbers are diversified. But like on the 6-1, maybe you prefer this. So maybe there wasn't much to be said for switching. Again, this is a case of the thing that Romolo had. He knows exactly what he wants to improve, and making the 23 is also an improvement, but he can't afford to do that, so he has to go for the improvement of the bar. I was just forgetting about whether or not Romolo should be thinking about doubling. There's never any harm, but I don't think he had a double here, so either he does this, or he plays this as the 2, plays that, and then plays 13-9. I don't really know. And now it's probably still a take. Will Peter not double?
SWB audio capture not registered.
It's an easy take, I feel, but I think it's worth giving consideration to. He can roll, so you just need to think, what can I roll here? It's really not that difficult, and be able to visualize how it looks after that roll. So I can roll 6-1, or I can roll double 1, or I can roll 2-1. That's, I don't know, 6 or 7 rolls, which are really good. And that's what he's doing. You can start with the good rolls, or you can start like with a random roll, but I think the idea is start with the good rolls, and if you have enough good rolls, then you're kind of getting closer to knowing that you should be doubling. Peter's pip counting, obviously. Silly me. Justinus. Yeah, hi Just. This is me doing a rerun of the BMAB. Random videos. Oh, so he passed? No, okay. And I haven't seen these matches. These matches are on Mark Adkins' channel, who directed and organised the BMAB tournament, and I'm just watching on sniping his channel. So that definitely wasn't a pass, and that was definitely a really interesting game, because a lot of backgammon theory there. I am running this on, in fact, I'm running this on my iPad. It's a strange setup. Let me see if I can improve it though. Oh!
SWB audio capture.
Just trying to improve the screen. Yeah, it's on an iPad because the resolution's better, but it kind of screws with the size, so the sizing is all off. It's a bit of a small board. So anyway, we would like the score here. If there's no score, I'm not going to bother with this, because I can't be not having a score. Are we going to get a scorecard into the picture? Let's have a look. Seemingly not. He's going to roll a 4. Oh my god, he didn't. Okay. Boom. They're good friends, these guys. Old stalwarts. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to watch the... Just a quick old review. No scorecard means you lose. And so let's see what else we can... Let's see what else we can watch here. Anna, we've had a look at. We had a look at Anna and Mike. We can have a look at Larry. I don't like the board angle there, so we're gonna maybe we'll have a look at RF. Harvey versus Aydin. Maybe we'll do that. Or Pavlos. Okay, let's have a look at Pavlos Hatzinkolu and Larry Smythe. Board seems okay. Was there a scorecard? Okay, come on.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
So I don't know, I've never seen Pavlos, his name. Okay, let's start the beginning. We got a scorecard, even though it's one of those shitty BG shot ones that always flops down in the middle of the match. So already I can see they've made some... This is not a position that comes naturally on a backgammon board. Okay, so 6-5 he ran. Come on, stop turning. And Pavlos made the 4 point. 2-1 he came up. That's probably not best. Probably better to play 13-10, I think. I don't know. Double, is that double 2? No, he wouldn't play. Okay, that's good. I like that play. Okay, back. Okay, good. He doesn't hit on this 14 point. That's a good sign. I think it's wrong to hit on the 14 point. Probably missed a cue, but I don't know. I was trying to click on the screen, it wasn't working. Maybe this is right. It should be cubing. I don't even know if it's takeable. Probably. So this is how we got to the position. Yeah, he should just make the 9 point. It's taking time. Which is good because it blocks this, and like it doesn't do anything good. Like let's say you hit, he would have just hit you back. So he's still not. Oh, he is going to double. Okay, really nice. And I don't see how you can take this. It just immediately looks like your white is way down. So my instinct would be to pass, and then I would just check it. I would just have a little check. Okay, so he's not really... I feel like Larry hasn't thought too much about it there. I don't know. I mean, it's a bit unfair. Double 4 is huge. It just makes the 5 all the way from the 13. Which he will do, of course. Oh, he coming out is also good, but would be a big... This is a lot better. And then once you do that, you need to come down. This is really bad for lots of reasons. It's a great roll anyway, so... Is it 6-1? It is. Well, he has to hit. He will hit, okay. What's really interesting, from my perspective at least, is to see not just what people play, but how long they take to play it, when and how much they cube. Okay, so this is not going to be too exciting. Presumably, he just gets hit, and Pavlos wins a G. So let's just scoot forward. We got a scorecard. We can get to the exciting bit. Next time we click, that should be 4-0. Next time the video comes on. Yeah, Justin, I'm sure you're not here anymore, but I am using Chrome because Safari does something funny. Okay, he's 4-0 up and he's got this position, which is probably too good, but who knows? Yeah, maybe. So 4-1's good. So is this too good? I don't think so. Okay, so this is the big thing. I mean, you kind of see someone's name and you draw unfair conclusions. So presumably he's Greek or Cypriot, and he maybe hasn't had too much exposure to cubing, and he's just not playing. He's not really thinking about cubing at all. And the reason I'm mentioning this is it's not really much of an indicator of someone's ability. It's just what they were used to thinking about, and playing good backgammon is just like a matter of making sure you think about something rather than just not thinking about it and being a bit too happy-go-lucky. That can often sort out who plays better from who doesn't. Which is, it's like a bit of an arbitrary thing, a bit frivolous maybe. Okay, so anyway, he got to 4-0. Let's sort of see how Pavlos fared. Feels like he's going to win this match easily with like a massive +6 luck rate or something. Oh no, what? Wow, it just goes to show. So Larry won a lot of points in a short space of time.
Audio captured, not registered.
So no cubing yet. Pretty even game. Gonna move forward a little bit. I remember playing Larry at the UK Open in 2017. I remember where we were. I'm pretty sure it was Larry. So what was that? A recube? Oh no, 7. What was the score? 7-5 to Larry. I don't know how that happened if it was 7-5. Yeah, so Justin, when I use Safari, and I broadcast YouTube videos, it doesn't allow me to go full screen. When I go full screen, it blacks the screen out completely. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore, but it used to do it, so that's why I got used to using Chrome. But so he got to 9-7. Oh, it's over. I mean, he's going to roll a 3. All he needs is a 3. Pavlos needs a 3. Pavlos has used quite a lot of time. He's got 2. Larry's got 2 men on the bar. Oh, okay, we're going to stay with this after 5-5. There's a little bit of a chance that... Oh, I thought he might do that. First thought was he was going to make an illegal move. Hey, Eric. And the second thought was that he was going to play 6-1 for some weird reason. Okay, he gets the 3. 3-4.
Audio capture, not registered.
2 checkers on the bar though. Oops, 2-1. I think they're playing dice on checker, which everyone should do. I don't know why people don't. It's just ridiculous. Six two. Yeah, you should go to 13, of course. More coverage. Hi, Eric. Howdy, Eric. Okay, I've stayed for the turnaround. I'm sort of close to boring myself here. I stayed for... There's still 2 men on the bar. Like, there's some crackers. There's some crackers. That's almost a cracker. Okay. But he's not going to roll a 4. That's obvious to me. Oh, okay. There you go. Sort of a nice tweed jacket, maybe a slightly older gentleman with a plaid shirt. Okay, this is enough. I think it's we can see. Yeah, it's over. Video's over. So Pavlos wins. Alright, this is a review of random matches from the BMAB, which occurred yesterday and Saturday in London town, and there were 32 players. So we're going to have a look at... Oh, we've got a new... I don't want to see Pavlos because we've seen him, but I think we're going to go to this one. Alec Bar and Liviu. This was actually interesting. This was interesting. This stream is completely unauthorized, by the way. Let's go to the no spoilers. Come on. Oh, come on. Suppress the C word there. Just really might not seem like it. Okay, there we go. Most aggravating thing. I don't know why it's doing this. Not even got any... Nothing. No resources. No arrows. And it's just fucking up. Not even a hint of anything coming on. Just... It's kind of like it needs to push through when OBS is on. It's sort of when the YouTube video, when you click on it. What's going on? It needs to push through somehow a little bit extra to get... Oh no, they haven't. Fucking hell. Fuck, I just... you absolute... I think the most annoying thing... now he tells me... Now you reveal the Chrome... The reason for the Chrome question. It was so cryptic.
Not registered.
Like a man passes you by on the street with a trilby hat, and he just brushes you and says, are you using Chrome? And you're like, what? You're like, what, bro? Okay. I'm using ad blocker. Maybe that's what it is. But I cannot abide any more of... I bought glasses from a place called Goggles For You. And before I had ad blocker, every fucking time I clicked on anything on YouTube, the Goggles For You advert would come on. And it's one of the most annoying adverts that's ever been produced in the history of humanity. So... I had to have ad block. It could be because of ad block, but this is the author and Alec Bar. Brave. I don't know what brave is. I'll have a look. Is that working? Okay, so I like this. I like no favourites, but I like this the way they're playing here, especially Liviu. He's definitely got an idea about backgammon, in my humble opinion. Okay. Mid-roll. What's the mid-roll? Okay, so we started with... Okay, this was the first one, 2-1, and I didn't know how to play this. But I wouldn't have done what... We had 6-4 double 6. Fuck, let me click! Let me just click on the screen, finally. Okay, so Alec has a 2-1 to play. I wouldn't come up to the... I don't have a way of deciding this, and I'm surprised I don't remember this third roll. I wouldn't have come up to the 22 point, because I wouldn't want to be hit. Although I do understand that we do want a prime of our own, to a degree. Anyway, so this is what happened. 3-2. This is better. Alec will make the 5 point. Yep. So I think Alec made a mistake with that 2-1. I don't think coming up with a 2 is what's right. And now I have seen this, so I'm just kind of re-reviewing. And for whatever reason, when I watch this match, I get a sense that, like I said, that they kind of know what they're doing. I would have done that, or have thought about doing that, just because I want to escape my back checkers. That seems likely the best way for me to win the game, not to make the 5 point. And this isn't a double, so it's good that he doesn't think about it too long. And again, this seems sensible. I mean, maybe I would check this if the race lead is a bit close, but you just want to... It seems like Liviu as white is up in the race, so he just wants to get his checkers cleared and clear contact. Okay, and I don't think this is a double. This is, I do remember, because I think pretty much, in fact, whatever is rolled here will result in the next voluntary double still being a take. Like, I suppose the best sequence is maybe... It's interesting what the best sequence is, but like, say, double 4 making the 5 point, and then you don't get hit back. That would probably be a small pass, actually. So anyway, I like a bit of a randomish double, and he plays this too quickly. He should have probably made the 10, but not a big mistake if he's up in the race. Anyway, it gets interesting. 6-3 is vanilla. 4-2 also a little bit quick maybe, but probably this because you don't want to leave shots. And Alex should keep his mid. He does. He's looking at the right checkers. He's played the right checkers if he keeps them there. And either, okay, fine, either way is fine. No harm in keeping the mid. That will just go... Okay, yeah, that's a good play. I was going to play to the 2 point actually. That's probably better. Okay, so a classic, very normal game of BG. So he played that. That is a bit too quick. You just don't really want the 9 point when you've got a gap on the 5. He could have... It was awkward, but he probably needed to look at making the 5 point. So this sort of structure is not good for the person bearing in, because it can be liable to leave a gap for a long time, and the gap is, I guess, what's most likely to generate shots. And the more checkers you put behind, I've just realised, genius I am, the less likely you are to fill the gap. In other words, if he doesn't fill it now, like, he's probably not gonna make it
SWB audio captured, not registered.
But this game has got a really good pace to it. Okay, he's going to make it right now. That's such a good roll because of all the things I was just saying. And if white was doubling now, it would be a pass, so... Good morning. Morning. Good morning, Victor. Did you go to the New York tournament? I don't think I saw your name. So 4-2. With these, I tend to, if I can make crossovers, I do. So I'm just going to clear the 8. That's good. He sees. He knows all the right plays. And Alex seems to be playing well. I would never not bring the checker in, but I couldn't swear it's wrong. I suppose you don't want to have to play a 6 from the 7 point. Like a 6-5 is going to be bad now. If you want to stay, your 6-5 is going to have to stack up on the 1 point. That's not what you want. Hey, mop up. So this is I'm doing a quick run through of some matches that were played as part of the BMAB tournament in London this weekend, and 32 players took part. And as part of the transcription process, the matches that are recorded go up onto the tournament director's channel, who's called Mark Adkins, and some of them I actually haven't asked him, which is really naughty of me, but I'm sure he won't mind. I'm just picking on random matches which I haven't seen and just getting a sense of how people played. I know most of the players, so I kind of know how well they play. Had a wedding. Ironically, Justin stayed at my place. Oh, right! You gave it to Justin. Okay.
Not registered.
That's how it is. That's how it is. Ah, you were there, but you were there with Justin. That's nice. That's nice. You must have played some BG. So, is this Alec? Yeah, so he should just run. Course. I mean, maybe if Liviu had some more checkers bearing in on that 3 point. Yeah, this I'm like 85% sure is not right. Obviously, there's a big swing on this, but oh no, he would have picked and passed. What am I talking about? So now you stay. I almost went, Victor, but I kind of fell through at the end. Yeah, but I can't really justify it at the moment, you know. Okay, it wasn't this game after all, but I like this game somehow. It seems watchable. So moving forward a little bit. Okay, so we don't need to go back to the beginning of this game, because we kind of know how it got to this. It'll be that side next month.
SWB audio capture.
Victor
not
says,
registered.
I don't know what, it'll be that side time next month. So this is a horrid roll, like if you're white, you don't want to leave shots. Basically you don't want him to double, which he will. And then you just hope that you see the position correctly, but I mean there's so much timing for white that cannot be a pass. Ah, yeah, definitely. Just message me, I'll give you my address. And or whatever. For sure. I mean, it could be a pass. I'm not sure. I have to. If I'm like not sure. I have to admit, I'm not sure about this position. Especially that because white is leading 2-0. But then you look at some of the rolls, and look, he takes it immediately. And you look. So 4-1's not a bad roll. If we just run through on a 1-game rollout. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Well, this is huge. I suppose it is immediate to do this. This is probably the only play. He plays it really quickly. And then the fan, of course. This would be like a beaver. This is a classic backgammon position. But it's so weird, and then, okay, the 6 that you want to come out, but of course you have to make the 2-point. Another fan, and then you're wondering, like, what are the winning chances? You know this isn't a recube. And then this is, again, like the only play. It plays itself. It's like completely automatic. So now, him having come in, you know there's no more future in even the beaver market. 4-1. If he comes in now, you don't have anything. And if he doesn't come in, then probably this is where... No, I want to stop this now, because let me... Oh. It's just not letting me stop, and that is infuriating. What? Just let me stop. Let me stop it. I mean, it doesn't hurt you to let me stop it, does it? It doesn't do you any good. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything. Nothing. Just clicking and nothing's happening. Typical fucking bullshit. And then finally, so it got interesting, and I wanted to look at this position just to see. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so fucked. Typical. If people are just watching for the swearing, that's fine by me. Absolutely fine. Okay, we had to go back a little bit too far.
Audio capture
What a
not registered.
We're gonna stop it here. So, fan 6-4. Interesting. He stops there for a little bit. He's definitely stopping. He's definitely thinking. I think he fans again, and this is then the 3-1. This is a pain. Nothing's working. And then he rolls a 4-1. And then this fan. Okay, I clicked on pause. Oh, now his fucking arm's in the way. Okay, stop. Okay, so what's going on here? This is not a double, right? I mean, how do we analyze this? I have no idea. I still can't analyze prime versus prime positions. They're impossible. It's just like a feel thing. It's also hard to see the checkers, but Liviu's got 2 checkers on the 22. So if he rolls a 6 and blue doesn't come in, then he definitely loses his market. And that's basically it. So
SWB audio capture not registered.
anyway, you'll see that he doesn't really stop and think. And it's interesting because I think that the most challenging positions are the ones where we're likely not to stop and think, because subconsciously we know that if we stop, we have to start thinking and analysing, and we might not want to do that because it expends energy and it's hard. So I don't know really what I'm saying about this position, other than that I would just be stopping and thinking here and just checking that it isn't a redouble. And of course the score is a big factor, but in any case I would think that this is not close to a redouble even for money, and a big blunder. So I just wanted to stop here. I don't know what other people think, but this is like the most important positions. So then he rolls a 6. Okay, let's not let. Okay, I'm ready with the pause. Let's see what he rolls. Okay, so he fans arm, no arm. All right, and this, what I was talking about, seems like you cannot take this. So how can blue win this? Well, blue can win this just by rolling a 1 when he's not been hit again, and then have an ace point game, irrespective of whether white has jumped with a 6. If white hasn't jumped with a 6 and blue makes the 24 point, then God knows how many winning chances blue has. But those are the only ways that blue can win, and if blue doesn't do any of those things, then he's gonna get gammoned. So this is kind of an easy-ish, should be an easy standard position to analyze. But anyway, I'm not going to carry on talking rubbish. He just doesn't stop. So I mean, I could be way off, but I doubt it. Let me click. Let me just stop. Okay. So forget that he rolled double 1, but so that was going to be. He's playing in BMAB. That's a big blunder, I'm assuming. And he was playing pretty well, I think, up to that point, but he just didn't really want to handle this position. So now we have a decision back to back. We have it for Alec now, and I can see he just doesn't really know. He's not sure, and he's looking at the right moves, either switching or playing 6-3. And I'm the one thing I think I do is that I do know what the right play is, but the other thing I always ask myself is, do you know why the right play is the right play? And the answer to that one is no. I have no idea why it's. I mean, I know it's bad to leave a shot, but I don't really know why it's so bad, since you managed to keep the 5'. And I think my answer to that is, if you don't leave a shot and you switch like this, then you still have a good chance of winning the game, and you'll see what happens. So if white fans, oh well, wow, okay, so let's stop because I forgot about this. Oh, I'm too slow, I want to say the word. Okay, so Liviu then sees that he rolls this double 1 and that he hits loose, and now decides to redouble. And again, I think I know the right decision. I don't think it's a redouble, but it's weird because I don't really know why it's not a redouble, because it seems so dangerous for blue. And when I play, like, whenever, I always have this second question in my mind, which is like, why does it not seem like it should be a take? I mean, I know what the computer does and I just parrot it, but it doesn't seem so bad for white to redouble. I mean, I could be wrong, it could be a redouble, but in any case, there's a sense that it's a pretty easy take, for white, so I'm kind of contradicting what I just said. But my main question to try and clarify is, why is it, if it's a mistake to redouble, why is it such a mistake? And I guess it's because you don't want to give away the cube. I mean, I'm ignoring all score. The score is not, I'm not taking into account. You don't want to give away the cube when there's such a massive chance of the game being turned around on you. The alternative is it could be a small cube, and the other one, I might be getting confused by the fact that just because he should have recubed the other one which he just scooted through, it's confusing me that he's recubing this, when it obviously got a lot stronger for blue, seeing that whatever happens, blue has the ace point. So like the worst case scenario is that white just rolls a 3-6 and comes in and out, but blue still has an ace point game, which is like worth quite a lot. So I've forgotten what my point was, but anyway, so he recubes bizarrely. I mean, it's weird, it might be right, it might well be right, but I don't think so.
SWB audio capture not registered.
So it's just, it's like a, for me, a bit of a gift. And then then okay, can I get there in time? Oh, it won't let me. Okay, he's stopping, so absolutely, I mean, it's nothing probably. I don't know why it's still running when I click the fucking button. Thank you. Nope. Alright, so he should stop, but not because it's a recube, just because he should just stop and just have a look. All primes versus primes are takes. I hate that saying, but yeah, probably. I think that's, I'm not sure whether when people say that they mean it to be a good indicator of what's actually going on. But so if we look at it from Liviu's side, when he was on roll holding that 2 cube and he thinks about what happens if I fan, well, it doesn't happen that often, only 25%, but he's kind of dying now. That doesn't mean it's a recube, but could this be a... Sorry, no, I'm assuming, I'm confusing myself and you. I'm assuming that the score is 0-0 to 11, because I don't want to. It makes it a much easier decision when you see what the score is now. The fact that, so what I'm saying is the fact that Alec is trailing 0-2 to 11 makes it much more incumbent on him to recube, and the fact that it's incumbent on him to recube here makes the cube decision a lot easier, since you're kind of recubing just because you want to get back in the match. Now, if you held playing this in a money game, can you recube this?
Capture not registered.
Well, don't you? I would be thinking, well, don't you still have 2 men behind a 5-point prime? And then you go through your numbers. Like, let's say you even roll a 6, you roll a 6-1, you're still leaving a shot. You still have 1 man back. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like, for a money game anyway, that it would be close to a recube. But, I mean, at this score, the decision could be a lot easier. I don't know. In other words, if you lose a gammon on a 4 cube, as Alec, you're going to be 10-0 down. If you lose a single game, you're going to be 6-0 down. So neither of those are great. So maybe you're not risking too much by recubing. Or I could be way off. I don't know. But I wouldn't recube this at an even score, and I'm kind of not... I'm saying I don't know what's going on at this score. So you might roll like a 5-4, and you might plonk those 2 checkers on the 3-point and cover, and then what have you got? Not very much. So are you even a favourite? I don't know. But these are tough decisions. I mean, these are the decisions that should make us get out of bed in the morning as a backgammon player. I mean, it's probably not even close in a way, but it's just something that, wow. Okay, so this is, I didn't see that next roll. So he's going to come out with both, and just the normal play is just to play them both to the 12 and not leave any extra shots. Wow, so thanks Alex. Small redouble. Oh, at this score, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So massive take. Massive take. And that's got to be the right play, because when you get hit back... And now it's too good in almost every sense of the word. Even though, of course, you can still leave some shots. And that's good. He's not recubing, which is really good. And he shouldn't leave shots. He should just play completely safe. And there's no real gain in leaving a shot anyway. So, and it just got a little bit easier for 8-2 twice with what? Was better with what? Wow, did I miss something? What? 8-2. Did he roll a double 3? Ah, with the double 6. I don't remember. Trying to remember. I lost the position there because I was thinking about the double 6. Wow, okay. No, I've got to admit I didn't really consider that. I didn't really. So I guess break, he had the 8 point and just leaving like a... I guess so, which is why he should be so keen to play on here. And now we're back to, for me at least, tricky decisions about whether, I guess you don't want to hit really. I guess you don't want to hit. That's surprising that he does that so quickly, because this is one way I think you can lose. So even when you don't get hit here, you don't necessarily cover. Like this makes an even more difficult decision. This is horrific, because there's so many viable plays here. You could just play 5-1, 5-4. Wow. Are you really going to do that? So if anyone's watching, this is not live at all. This is just a review. It says in the... So I'm not pretending this is any more... But this is genuinely... Maybe you have to do this, but when you get hit with a 2... Okay, when you don't get hit, this is perfect. So that was a very difficult decision for me. Now he should just not... No. So why is he leaving? So what's going on? If he gets hit and he never comes in, then the guy just makes the 24 point anyway. So that's no good. So like this, and if what I'm saying is if Alec never comes in, then Liviu gets to make the 24 point. So that's not a good thing. And the other thing is he can just come in and then maybe not come out. That's unlikely, I've got to admit, but I didn't like the play. I wonder whether the 4-1 play was actually to clear the 5 point. As bizarre as that might have been, that would have been a very difficult play to find. So he doesn't like switching. Yeah, I can see that. He doesn't like switching. I mean, again, I'm saying how sure would I be that this is wrong? I'm pretty... If someone played this in a chouette, I would be up in arms. Like, why would you just... You've given yourself a 6. You've got to roll a 6 now. He's not going to break the 5, which he just doesn't see that play at all. Yeah, that's for sure right to clear the 5 point. Now being hit is terrible.
SWB audio capture not registered.
So this is what separates, I guess, the men from the boys. Very difficult plays for Alec. That's just forced. And he had a winning position, and he lost it. something I've done so many times in backgammon matches over the last 20 years, just thrown away winning positions. It's the worst feeling. But on the other side of the coin, it's a nice feeling when you know how not to... That's forced. So this is just one of the 32, not 32 matches. There would have been, God knows how many, 150 matches. And I kind of got a little bit confused because did he, before this double four, did he have a re-cue, possibly? Okay, so he definitely doesn't have a re-cube now. I mean, actually, having said that, he's probably missing he's 2-0 down. Even now, I would stop. Because the worst case scenario is that you get gammoned on a 4-cube anyway. Okay, so now it's massively too good again. Again, same. Even though you can leave shots.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Okay, alright, so does he end up winning? Yeah. So Alex started playing the game okay, and then he caused himself problems when he got into a position where he had to sort of think about hitting loose on the 2-point and the 1-point. And again, it's not to say that those were definitely not the right plays, but he needed to give some careful thought as to what's going to happen if my opponent hits me back. Is that something I really need to deal with? Oh, he's going to save the gammon, actually. I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite liking this match. It seems somehow interesting. So when you have no XG analysis, but thank you to Alex, it's like a black hole completely. It's like flashing a sword around in a vacuum. So what, he saved it? I missed the most important parts. That's not none. Oh, okay, right, yeah. Okay, what sort of game? Okay, maybe we'll go on to another match and come back to this, or not.
SWB audio capture,
But this match is
not
good.
registered.
Are they breaking? So I already made a .138 blunder, so my PR is like 6. Okay, 6.5 is a dream for a backgammon player that wants to play low PR in a game. 3-2, that's the right play. The major split for sure. 2-1 is difficult already. I don't know if that's right. I of course race lead and all that, but he's 4-2 down, so being down in the match. So the bar is probably better than escaping. 5-4 he's just going to hit. Definitely. Oh, when I say hit, I mean hit from the 13. Okay, he is. So Alec knows these plays. He's like got an idea about all this for sure. 6-5, and this is probably not particularly close to a cube because of the score. But it could be if the race lead is... He looks like he's ahead in the race. 84, 140, 156, 78... Well, no, he's not. 190, 130, 163. He's 7 pips up. I mean, if I had to, like, make sure I didn't make a blunder, I wouldn't cube, so I guess I would end up not cubing, but I couldn't be sure. It could be a tiny cube. 5-1, he's going to make a point, because he doesn't want to leave shots. And for all the other obvious reasons. Again, so this is makes my thinking about a cube look silly, because this is a very easy take, but I think this is probably enough to cube, because you've just got everything. You've got your checkers in the right places, you've got the potential to fill the gap on the 4 point, you're ahead in the race. I think he might... Yeah, okay, good. So Liviu should just take this instantly, hopefully. Good. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. 5-1 is not obvious. This is what most people play, but yeah, I think so. You could come out with the 5, that's all I'm saying. So 4-2 is pretty obvious. Liviu will get this right. He's got a hit. Duping the 4s. 1-6, he's going to have to play 8-2. It's not too bad, because he can use that checker to pass into, as in pick and pass. So if he could dupe the 3 by coming out, he might well come out and not make the 4, but obviously he can't do that, so... But Alec has still got an advantage, because Liviu has had to leave 3 blots, and he's got some attacking potential, but 6-5 is obviously not a good roll. And I think he probably just has to play 2 from the 8. Yeah... Could be right, I don't know. Okay, so that's a very nice roll, a very easy play, and he sees it immediately. And it should just be a recube, and who knows... Yeah, definitely after the 3-5. And who knows whether or not it's a take. I don't know if he might well just not think about it, is one possibility. He might well just be cube immediately. I mean, I'm going to cover all bases. Okay, so he cubes immediately, which is good. And Alex shouldn't... Oh, he passes immediately. And that could be right. It could be a pass. I don't know about passing immediately, but... Okay, I did intend to move on to other matches, but this is a nice match. The Art Gammon board, 6-2. They've got good pace. Competent, very competent players. 6-5 will hit twice, so he knows that. Just makes the 5, especially. Very good. Love it, love it. Love the pace. 5-3. Yeah, you have to split. Will he see this? This is slightly harder to see. He sees it immediately. He's going to play 24-21 then. I mean, when I say that, I'm not convinced he will, but it dupes the 4s. I believe it's the right play. There's nothing else, really. So he knows to play 6-1 because he read Mochi's book. Or is that not Mochi's thing? He wrote Mochi's book. Okay, so everything I think has been played perfectly so far. This could be a cube, though, so he should stop. It probably isn't, but he should stop. This is not an easy play. Most people, obviously... Yeah, he does that without thinking, so I was looking at that or just coming out and making the 8. I think I would do the other, but I'm going to trust that Liviu knows better than me. And again, looking at cubing, but in a way this is less cubable because he's kind of lost any prime. So if he doesn't execute the prime, he's kind of screwed. So I agree with this. He's just going to make... I think you just make the ace. He just changes his mind, and see, this is something I would never do, just change my mind and go with it. I would really think about the two options. So I think I would have just made the ace. Anyone, I mean... And now it's getting tricky. So now you have to know you're like... So it seems like he has to make the 18. And I suppose if he's ahead it makes sense to do this. But there's such value in stopping him from making the 4 point. I didn't even see the play. That you... If you hit on the 4, maybe you have to make the ace. I'm not sure about this play at all for so many reasons. This is the kind of play that leads to a big turnaround, but... So if it goes right, you're doing pretty well. And if it goes wrong, it kind of sets you back a lot. So... He's definitely right. He's thinking in all the right places, for sure. He's thinking in all the right places. So I guess that people keep coming and going. This is a review of a BMAB tournament that happened this past weekend in London, and there were like 32 players, which is a lot of people. Amazed that 32 people want to come and have their matches analysed and put into XG. I thought I was the only one. So he did hit, and now the 3-2. So this is like what he would be okay. And now, this could be right. This is an amazing play. I don't know what I would do. Maybe you have to do this. So now it doesn't seem like a double. In any case, this is just an uncomfortable position for Alec. That's the nuts, like hit and cover. And if he comes in with a 20 with a 2, okay. So now it's definitely a cube. And okay, does he think it's too good? I don't think so. I mean, it's putting me to the test. I would say that was a pretty safe double pass, but no, he comes in. Okay, and this is for me anywhere that is an uncomfortable position because I've got that big gap between my 6 and my 1 point. Again, I think a missed double pass. This interesting that Liviu just sort of doesn't think there, and it could possibly be because he's right and that it's too good. I very much doubt it, and that he just knows. But 2-1, so he shouldn't come up, I don't think. Again, it's like, okay, and now when he does it, I'm not sure. Again, this is definitely a cube. Is he gonna? He's not gonna. He's stopping now, which is really difficult for me to assess. I guess. I mean, I would probably pass, but I'm just far from sure. I mean, we're just so far down. It could be way beyond even passing. I mean, it's not too good, but it's just. It could be just a humongous pass. Even though you've got to bring your checkers round off the 16 point here. Yeah, good. I mean, I'm just, whether or not it's a pass, at least Alec agreed with me, so there you go. Fuck you. So some weird positions there, weird cube action. But I'm liking this match very much. Another sort of 6 split, I think. Okay, that just hits. Okay. It's weird sometimes you miss those ones where you can just hit in the outfield because you don't feel, rightfully so, that it's ever going to happen. It's very unlikely to be hit there. For you to hit there. So this is an easy play, just round to the 8 point, puts a checker where you want it. No need to do anything else. So it's a shame in a way that he's having to think about. Okay, so good. Yeah, he sees that there's nothing doing there. 3-2. He can probably just make the 22. This is all theory. I mean, I'm just saying that because Falafel used to say that, so I'm just copying him. So I don't think I would hit here, but I'm not sure. So I would just run. Okay, so now this gives good 4s, 1s, and 3s. So whether or not it's right, I don't think I would do it. You had a kind of a semi-winning race, and now you've been sent back. Okay, so now you're back into. You've made the 5 point, but you're likely to be hit back here. Okay, you survive. So if he now makes a lot of good things had to happen for Alec in order to put his position back together again to a point where it was as good as it was before he hit with a 6-4. So he's not thinking of doubling, which is good. This is a really bad and awkward roll. So it's bad roll, but it's also tricky to play.
Not registered.
Like reasonably easy to make a mistake on this. So I suppose the one of the only plays maybe is just to hit on the ace and play 13-10. So when you see there are no alternatives, maybe 13-10, 7-2 is better, but then you don't get to make the bar in some instances. Okay, so if you do the 3 is just the 3, there's no other 3. So what seems like a really tricky play isn't that difficult actually, but by process of elimination. Okay. He's just shaking sort of. So we get away with it as Alec. And Liv, you probably just, because he wants to slot the 4 points so much, he should just come in on the 22. It's not a bad place to come into. So we just settle for that. And now Alec's got the advantage. And like, you've got a game and you can just put it together. Here you can just make the 4 point. Like, you know, it's a familiar position. And familiar positions are easy to play. Yeah. It hits. Okay, that's an easy play. There's no other one. So he doesn't see it immediately. Not a criticism, just an observation that he took him a little bit of time to see that he didn't really have a 1. So a lot of players would have just played that all the way up to the 20 point in one movement. So here he knows that to make the ace point, we've seen that before, and then the 4 is probably out because you like to have a checker on the 8 point, and being hit isn't so bad. Okay, he does do it. 6-5 hits. It's a really good number. It's not in doubt, I don't think. Because even though you can make the 11, then that would just leave your opponent with an attack. So these moves have been fairly simple. This one as well, I think, for players of their caliber. He'll just play 8-5. Unless he's really averse to, but you don't really need to know exactly about the merits or demerits of slotting, just to know that this puts the checkers in the right place, and then you can close the chapter. It's not like you've understood backgammon because you slot there. It's just there's no other sensible place for the checkers. And now we just want a double 5. So again, a simple play. All these plays are simple. He knows quickly that. I mean, that's probably what I would end up playing, because I would count before picking up my dice. But he knows, Liviu knows very well that that's exactly what he needs to do in this position, is escape his checkers from the 22 points.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
And now he can't afford to hit, so he just makes the 4 points. And maybe what we'll do is fast forward a little bit. It's a really good game, really good match. There's a long way to go. So maybe we want to kind of see what happens in the end. I won't fast forward it too far, there's still 25 minutes to go. Wow, did they change the direction? They did not. They didn't. It looks like with that checker on the 7 point that they've changed the direction. It's a shame that the board has moved, but now we're 4 away, 4 away. And this is a messy position. So Liviu should play 6 to 3 and hit there, I think, without being able to look at it for longer than a second. I think Alec is going to be low on time. I'm not enamoured with the fact that he does that just to sort of show. Well, maybe I'm being unfair. And it could be, if it's right, then I'm being a. So he just escapes. A really ugly position. Liviu. You can't move that one. Liviu will tell him, but he needs to. Liviu needs to know when to cube. I mean, Liviu's so far up in the race, so that's one thing that needs to make. He needs to be kind of thinking, "Oh, I'm 4 away, and it's actually better for me than it looks because my opponent's got all those checkers out there." And so, yeah, he's got like a double anchor game, and it's not dangerous for him, but I'm way up in the race. So the 2 should come out to the 18. Should we fast forward a little bit? Yeah. Why not? Part of the reason I don't, the board is cut off now. So what? Alec actually ended up winning that game. He's holding a 2 cube, and it's too good. I'm often thinking about whether to put it on double speed. Okay. One of the things Alec doesn't necessarily see, I think, is like the switching plays, not necessarily with doubles, but not with doubles. And if you happen to get one of those and it's not in your purview to do that, you're going to make maybe a big blunder in a match. So just knowing things like that, and moving forward, can cut down. So he only ended up winning a single game. We're going to assume that Alec won that. Might be a good time to stop. Let's see if we got anything else. Harvey Cass. Oh. Oh, we got Romolo and Len. Let's do Romolo and Len. And then we'll leave it. So I would reel off some of the players. There's so many players. Romelu and Len know each other really well. We got a nice board. We got good colours. I feel I would play like a 2.2 with ease on this board, especially against either of these opponents, who I think were quite happy for me to play well. Sometimes I think. Feel it. Romelu at the bottom. So I'm confident that Romelu's not really sure about these things yet. Not that it matters, so he should have slotted, but it's not something that's really he's really fussed about. So you can play 24-18, 10-9 here, but I think you're going to make the bar because you're priming 2 checkers. So there we go. Good for Len, and Len is very strong. 4-2 is a good roll. So this is it's an easy play. You really have to unstack and improve your board. Your opponent's likely to make a point, or he might attack you. There we go. 3-2 is not easy. So this is a tester because it's like tests the ultimate fundamental understanding of this position and what's going on. So in some ways you notice that white is ready to attack, and so you want to take half his roll away, and then you see that it's too dangerous to do that. I think this is a good play, cleaning up 1 blot. So this just makes the ace immediately. Romelu is sometimes he's what's the word? He's not consistent. Sometimes he takes a little bit of time and he's not seeing the plays very quickly. I think he's probably in one of those moods now. He's going into a deep think about, okay, alright, no, that's fine. Okay, I think we can agree that that's the only play. And if Len is just going to have to come out and hit, it's good anyway, but nice. It's almost like Romelu can't be bothered to shake them some of the time. 5-6 is easy enough to play, and that's all you really care about, BMAB. Yeah, see, Romelu's taking a little bit too much time. I mean, that just makes the 9. Yeah, of course he'll do it. But the timing thing is a big thing. It just shows you how quickly your opponent seeing the moves. Obviously he is.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
So if he fans, this is probably a pass already, bizarrely. Let's see what Len is doing. So he's thinking still, he's still on his delay time. He's not passing immediately. I'm pretty confident this is a pass. Just because you lose gammons, so many gammons. And Len will pass, of course. So there's going to be no problem. Yeah, okay. So it's a non-decision, but so Len, I think, played that game. I don't think he made a mistake. Really? he won't know this one. I think he might just run all the way. I don't know how much more patience I have with Romolo and Len, so oh, he did the I think that's the second best play. Okay, so we could go to Peter and Liviu, but we've had
SWB audio capture not registered.
I would do RF, but oh no, those are much older. Harvey, Cass, who haven't we had? We've had Peter, Pavlos. Okay, let's have a look at Harvey and Aydin. And then we'll call it a day. One of the reasons I didn't want to do this because the colours and the board is all off centre. But these guys are a different level to Len and Romolo. So let's look at this with a view to seeing what is the difference between players of Len and Romolo's calibre to 6-4. So he just runs with a 6-4, which is fine, but very few people do that. So maybe he wants the dice. Oh, he's got his. Oh, he can't see the dice at all. Oh no! What is he doing? What is he going to do? That. So this is a bit of a shitfest. What? Why are they using? Okay. Yeah, go on, get that sorted. Okay, you can play with 2 sets of dice. That's fine. 2 double 2. Just come up all the way up. He doesn't want to do it though. He wants to do something. Okay. Five 4 is it? 4-2. Okay. Yeah.
SWB audio capture.
Well, I think we're going to leave it there. This has been a lovely little thing. What about Yanis Aguirre? Okay, because I wanted to do a little bit more, but that board and the fact you couldn't see the dice, and the fact that Aydin was just putting his dice through the baffle box before poor Harvey had even had a chance to roll. So again, Guy I don't know, Yanis I know, kind of similar maybe standard to. Are they gonna manage to use? Okay, clock's not running. Okay, it's gonna be a quick one then. And they're using 2 sets of dice. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you everyone for watching. It was fun. Gives me something to do anyway. Catch you later.